Maiden in the tower points the way. You're buried in the trees. So where's the tower? Or is there a tower? Galfrey's tower is 22. You are buried in the trees. I climb the narrow, winding stair to the top of the tower and am rewarded with views across Lake Undermere. I'm not alone in the tower. Standing in the center of the circular platform is a statue of a young woman, the maiden. Her outstretched arm points due east, across the rooftops of Undermere and beyond. Okay, so she's pointing due east. And here? I must have taken a wrong turning. This isn't where I meant to come. Dang it. Okay. I am buried among the trees. Well, there's trees there. Unless... No, because she would be pointing due east. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm wasting your time, too. Okay. Because it wouldn't be up there. That's not due east. Unless... Yeah. Alright. I have 2 clues that I don't know what to do with. I can't go that far out. Fine. Don't be helpful. Hey, Verona. Go away. Can you go away? Oh my god. I would like to see what she is saying. Thank you. I walked up the back a mile or so, and cold and wet yesterday, and found a section with a handful of dead fish floating in it. Belly up, and blackened they were. I'm not sure what to make of it, but I don't like it. I'm on my way to Galgarth Hall now. I spoke to Dr. Robinson earlier, and she said the 2 women they found there are still in the same state as the others, in a trance and eyes all black. Before I go, Anna Bryant asked me to drop this off. A letter. I don't remember. When we were kids, we used to explore an abandoned house on the lakefront. We'd take a boat out to the northern tip of Naila Island and row across from there. You know the one I'm talking about. Second from the left in the row of 4. I found myself outside its doors 3 days ago, and I went inside for old time's sake. I wish I hadn't. It always had an ominous feel to it. It has taken me the last 3 days to summon the courage to write this letter, but I think it's better you see for yourself what's out there. Yours in faith, Anna Bryant. Okay. So, in a row of 3... Oh no, in a row of 4. Second from a left in a row of 4, so this one. I don't know exactly what I was expecting to find. Anna's letter was quite vague after all, but I certainly wasn't prepared for this. In an alcove of the house peering out through loose mortar and crumbling brick is a macabre shrine of sorts. The skull of a stag is mounted above the opening, its antlers smeared with dark red substance, and a large melted candles pull out onto the wooden floor on either side. In the center of the altar, there is a small iron chest, rusted and fused to the floor. It's clear that it has been there for a long time. I do not see any hinge or keyhole, or any way of opening it at all. But after a while, I notice the inscription that simply says, "I open to the voice." Okay. And the voice is that thing. The voice of Cernus. Okay. It was this guy. Yes. The chest opens to reveal a golden totem. I can't imagine who would have stashed it here or why, but it doesn't look like they're coming back for any time soon. Ooh! Item discovered. Can I put this one there? No. Have I... Yeah. Okay. Pet the cat. Lester Crowley. I apologize if this inquisition is an imposition to your disposition. It is not my intention to bring this to your attention a matter of contention. I have an inclination to perform incantation of flirtation. Oh. For your part, a leaden heart of a thermic heart. Okay, lead heart. Oh, I know it's not lead. Or I know it's not a heart shaped, but it has like a thing in it. Oh my god. Y'all are driving me nuts. These items depict the god Cernunnos in his non-human form. They are heavier than they look due to a core of lead hidden by a more modest exterior. They are said to kindle romantic interest and sometimes given as wedding gifts. Okay. So... Oh, this might get confusing. Heavier than 2 pounds, maybe? Nope, not that. Okay. I mean, that one is pretty heavy. No, dang it. Okay, so it wasn't that one. Something that would contain a lead heart and be really... That one was really light. That doesn't look like a wedding gift, though. That doesn't look like a wedding gift either. Ooh. Oh my god. Piccata. Oh, nope. Alright, give me a second. Get off of me! Get off of me. What were we doing? Finding a lead heart? Oh my god, why? I just sat down. The eye of the lead heart, right? The god in his non-human form. Shut up. Why? I just sat down. I literally just sat down. Yes, I taste like chicken. No. No. It's bedtime. In an hour and 15 minutes. Go annoy your sister. That's why she's there. So you can annoy her. And not me. So... known as the Eye of the Forest, ancient artifacts enter the minds of lesser creatures. Wielded an eye. Hard to come by, they are powerful and should not be used carelessly. That doesn't help me. Is he a snake? Do I have something that is snake-like? I'm a snake. So this thing is super heavy, right? Oh no, wait, it was the cat that was heavy, but that didn't work. Okay, I'm dead now. Hold on. Okay, let's do this one. Sweet. Let's go ahead and do that one, and then I can just get 3 of a kind on something else, right? Okay. Yay! You're making this very difficult for me, Mr. Lester. Something with a snake, I would assume. And it's really heavy. But maybe not a snake. What is Cyranos's? Okay, I can archive this now. Or is he a deer? How much is this way? Yay! The lead heart. Using the index, I can remind myself that Cernunnos has antlers, suggesting his non-human form could be a deer. Using my weighing scales, I can confirm that the item is heavier than it looks. Okay. Corvin's Might. A Corvin's Might, sometimes called an Eagle's Gift, is an assassin's tool that makes use of Wixic power. When the warrior queen Corvin was surrounded and close to defeat, a gift came to her from an unlikely source. With it, she turned the tide of battle, and the legend of the Bloody Queen was born. Sweet. Love her already. Alright, you are solved. So that makes me think even more that this is the Moonstone Guardian. Angus Eaton! Oh, you're not Eli. I'm returning an item he asked me to repair. The mechanism was mangled, but I've replaced all the springs and given it a clean. Good as new. Okay. Sorry, my hands got caught in my blanket. I know what you are. Okay. Whee. Doo-doo-doo. Maybe? Ooh, what was that? Okay. I'm gonna put you here for right now. Oh, you're an amulet. So you're gonna go, nope. Oh, goody. You just go to the side for now. Hello, Eli. It wasn't my intention to leave you unattended for this long, but I'm afraid that I'm going to need to rely on you for a little longer. Unfortunately. The Order of the Black Veil seemed more concerned by the ravens than the black-eyed state of Mr. Hungerford was found in. They said that it would take a very powerful force indeed to upset them like that. Unfortunately, they either weren't able or weren't willing to talk any further on the subject. I was hoping to avoid it, but I must go to Oxford and the Bodleian Library. I will be gone for a few days at least, perhaps longer. But you seem to be handling yourself well here. I certainly hope so. I do not see eye to eye with the head of collections at the Bodleian, but I do know that he takes an interest in horticulture. I will take him a Scythian charm to smooth things over between us. A Scythian charm. A Scythian charm. You want a plant? Older Scythian charms are carved out of wood, but the more powerful designs make use of the planetary metals. No two are identical. They are used by horticulturists to encourage stubborn plants to thrive. They change with the weather, usually quite cold, but warm and tingly to the touch when it's raining. Okay, so I can check it. Dark wood, stone. Nope. Maybe this one? Warm and vibrating with energy. Maybe it is this one. Who knows? Yay! The item is made of gold and silver, planetary metals. The leaves hint at the horticultural use of the item. Closer inspection reveals that the items vibrate in the wet weather. Diverging hook. A diverging hook is a way to carve thoughts from the mind of another. If done with skill, the third party may have no realization that the thought was ever there at all, but is all too easy to leave a mind in disarray. Even when approached with care, the unanchored thoughts are easy to lose track of. They have a single gemstone from each of the 3 thalmic branches. So, this one or this one? Hello, Doctor. I'm at a loss with these patients. They aren't responding to anything I've tried so far, and I haven't been able to find anything in the literature that fits their symptoms. I'm finding that they become violent if they aren't restrained, and they are always trying to leave. Have you tried following them? If nothing else, Duranthium tea from the restful method might get a moment of lucidity out of them. But if you've got any ideas, then I'm all ears. Restful or a witch's finger? Is this a witch's finger? What is a restful mether? A mether is a thaumaturge link to the inner mind. A hot tea made from the Duranthium plant is drunk from them, taking on different properties depending on the type of mether. This particular type can be enter a meditative state and bypass the rush of clutter and consciousness, promoting clarity of thought. Interesting. And the witch's finger? A witch's fingers are said to be the severed digit of the witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A more unpleasant experience, but at least the last resort that has cured some and finished off others. High Green Church. High Green Church 4. The church is old and the roof is in need of repairs. Moss and lichen and splashes of color to the otherwise gray exterior. I wandered around to the back of the church where an old yew tree stands, its gnarled branches scratched gently against faded gravestones in the breeze. A pastor strays into my moment of quiet reflection and imparts some local lore. The tree is known as the Witch of High Green Church, and there are those that believe it have unnatural powers. While the tree lives, the witch's fingers cut from its limbs are alleged to provide healing through pain. Nope. That is not the witch's fingers. Maybe it's this one? Witch's finger! On visiting High Green Church, I was able to learn that the witch refers to a yew tree, and this item is made of yew. It also features a symbol of witchcraft. Bones Guard. A small item known as a bones guard can be placed in any liquid to render it safe to drink. King Cedric the Meek was well known to be terrified of being poisoned, and so also drank from the same goblet and always placed a bones guard inside. He was stabbed to death in 1203. These objects bear the mark of the antidote. Oh my god. Y'all, cut it out. It's too late for that shit. Alright, I wonder if I can... I'm buried among the trees. And she's pointing due east, so it should be here, right? So why isn't it? Oh my god. Go away. I've come to thank you for sharing the wonder of the Ares remnant with me. It has changed my life. I'm still getting to grips with it, but already I'm feeling my way back into painting again. Thank you. Okay. Do I get anything for that? No. Alright, so we're going to spend some time... You were solved. You were solved. Are we sure it's not this one? Alright, I am determined, like bound and determined to knock everything off on my desk at once. Yeah, shut up. Maybe it's not the Moonstone Guardian. It could be something else. Okay. Up the stairs and left, then left again. I'm not seeing anywhere where there's like outside steps. Because I also don't see how it would be Quarry, Royston Farm, Strange Antiquities, Undermere Church, Jacob's Folly, Wordsworth Library, Cowgirth Hall, the Blackstones, the Mary Bell, Galfrey's Tower, Mossy Wood, the Pit, Undermere Station, the Convent, the Blacksmith's Guild, Town Hall, the Twinnings, Market Square, Keystone Manor, the Spoken Word, Museum of Horror History, the Old Jail, Stockside Rock, the Boatyard, Lock House, Heathwood, Wainwright Hospital, High Green Church, the Barrows, Strange Horticulture, and Grey Rick Farm. This is the only place that we know of for sure that has, whatever, stairs. But so many of them don't have. I has to go up, then left again. Piled up on the reading desk, I find books of ornithology alongside bestiaries of the old world. You can learn a lot about a person from the books that they read. Alright, well that was good. left, left again. Again, that leads me to the library, right? Second on the right is where I spend each night. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Left, left, right, right. I should not have come here. Shut up. So, left, left. I'm wasting my time here. Shut up! Oh, hey. Figured it out just by randomly clicking. The bedroom looks like it hasn't been used for some time. A thin layer of dust coats the furnishings and cobwebs decorate every corner. Pulling back the thin curtain lets some light in, but more importantly they reveal a macabre item that has been hiding on the windowsill all this time. Oh, fascinating. I'm going to put it next to the hand. Maybe move you up here. Alright, now let's figure this other one out. Okay. I'm just gonna click on wherever there's fucking trees, man. Unless, due east. Lady Rosalind built the folly in memory of her husband, lost to the lake, or so the story goes. Now it stands windward and empty, overlooking the water. I check the turret just in case. Nothing but dust and old stones. Love doesn't leave much behind. At least that didn't hurt me. Alright, but where would it be? Calgirth Hall? Calgirth Hall stands stately and pristine, its grand architecture a testament to the Calgirth family legacy. Inside, generations of wealth and influence are on display at every turn, but with the girls taken ill, no visitors are welcome. Where? Undermere Church? The church is a quiet refuge from the bustle of town. The bells toll. Is it that time already? I'd better get back. Like, I have no idea what time it actually is because I broke the clock. I hate this. Hold on. What's the thing say? The mossy wood. Wait. What is that? I must have taken a wrong turn. Yeah, you're fine. What is the mossy wood? Can I make this go away? $21. There we go. I find what I'm looking for in a small cavity carved into a sturdy oak tree. I look around, half expecting to see someone, but there's nobody there. I take my prize and leave, feeling my mood lifted by the smell of damp moss and the gentle rush of wind through the tree tops. What'd I find? Ooh. That's cool looking. You're gonna go over here. Alright. I've solved that. No. He knew what he had to do. Without hesitating, he took hold of his diverging hook and used it to cut away the infected part of his mind before it could spread and consume him entirely. This looks like a castle. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I am closest to the sunset, but furthest from the sunrise. I mean, that's okay.